Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to be looking at my first 3-minute rounds of fight camp. I am a little over 1 week into camp and everything up to now has been 2-minute rounds. Why do I do this? Well, starting off, I'm not in the best shape and I don't want to get in good shape too early because then you have to maintain prime shape, peak shape for too long. So I start off in the first week is all 2-minute rounds. Now I build up to 3 minutes on my second week. And then about, I'd say week 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, I'll be doing 4-minute rounds. But at the moment, we're going to take a look at these 3-minute rounds and just get a feel for what my pad work is looking like, mistakes I might be making. I don't watch my own pad work very often, so this will be new for me as well. See if I have any little things that I need to focus on. Plus, I'm working with a new pad holder. This is Shane from Australia, and he's been working with me. It's really cool having somebody so much bigger and stronger than me hold pads because there's just no movement. It's like when you hit a big heavy bag, you're just solid every time. Trying to push them off like that just takes a lot of effort, but it's good. It's very good to hit things that don't move easy. So starting off, just working the basics. Shane has a more of a Muay Thai style where we very rarely throw over 3 or 4 in a combo. I asked him to get lots of kicks happening. He likes the flying knees, which I can now throw in karate combat as well. And just really at this point, I'm trying to scrape off that rust, trying to get back to being sharp, recognize when techniques are being thrown at me, how to respond, avoid making the big errors. Right now, I'm not seeing anything massive that I'm doing wrong, but I'm sure as we go on, I will notice something and I'll be sure to point that out to you guys. It's easy to make mistakes and everybody has to remember that it's not just beginners who make them. Many advanced people start making mistakes, and what you just have to do is correct them. Just the same way that somebody who's learning has to correct, advanced people have to correct. The only difference is hopefully the advanced guys can make the correction much faster. And the shots there are looking crisp. Good pivot out of the round kick, getting that hip into it. Overall, I'm fairly happy here with round 1. I definitely noticed the difference in rounds. Like I said, we started off with 2-minute rounds and I was cruising through. Going, oh, okay, the round's done already, what? But when you add that extra minute, it's kind of like it's no man's land at the end and you're going, oh, why is this round so long? Something I don't like right now is my right hand. It's not staying tight, it looks a little wild. I'm gonna have to work on that. The left arm is swinging as it should, but the right hand is pumping in and out. Yeah, see how it pulls away and then it reconnects? Not happy about that. That is something that if I saw somebody else doing pads, I would go, oh yeah, you gotta make the correction. So I might as well be honest and tell myself the same thing. It's also interesting working with a new pad holder, not only because stylistically they have their own way of doing things, but it also just takes time to kind of get into that rhythm. And there's just that slower pace where you're going, oh, okay, you want me to do what? I really like this aspect of what Shane does. He swings the pads at me and I have to come back with the knee. Because he's so much bigger, the impact is pretty substantial and I have to really work on basing myself out. You guys are checking out the video and you like the shorts I'm wearing. I'm a fan of them. You know, they're the small, snug ones. I could have probably gone a size up, but I'm a fan. And if you like them, head over to XMartial. You will find those on their site. There's some fantastic gear there. Ooh, missed catch. There's a scoop. Remember that in my new style now, I have to attack the calf as opposed to the thigh. It's a little bit frustrating not being able to execute the round kicks to the legs, but I'm very happy that knees are now allowed. Something that's been feeling a little bit off so far, and I haven't had a chance to really train it, is the jab cross hook. The long combos are not flowing as well as I want. And I can feel that. As soon as I get into camp, every time I'm going, the crisp long combos just feel a little bit too forced. And I'm gonna work on that, get it back to flowing. As I mentioned at the beginning, it takes me about 3 weeks to get back to sort of feel on point with everything. And after that first 3 weeks, then I have 6 weeks to really sharpen up. Again, bang, bang, trying to maintain that balance. Good pad holders swing at you. You have to have some give and take in pad work. Just like there. I should be on the check, but you don't want to be all thinking offense, and sometimes you make that mistake. Shane keeping me honest there. Moving into the third and final round. I cut through the breaks just because I didn't want to bore you guys, but if anybody's interested, at this point I am still doing 1 minute breaks. As I get further into camp and my cardio starts to excel, or I want it to excel, I'm gonna drop those breaks to 30 seconds. That means that I have half the regular time to recover, and then when you get into the fight and you have that minute, it seems like a pretty long time, even though you're usually very, very tired. I would suggest everybody does that. 30-second breaks, either in your bag work or pad work, just so you're getting used to that minimal amount of recovery time and then coming back out not feeling completely fresh. I've been working a lot with Shane on the teep, getting that left front kick out. It's a little bit sticky. Something's off with it. It usually takes me a little bit to figure out what it is. Technically, it doesn't look too bad there, but just sometimes you have to sort things out. And I've had times where I've worked with people and just smallest little adjustment is all it takes to make the technique just click. The right front kick, however, has been feeling very good, especially in sparring. I did a number of rounds the other day and the right front kick was landing very, very well on both sparring partners, not just one. And that's when you know that things are working well. When one technique is being successful on multiple people, it's not just because your sparring partner is weak, it's just because you're doing things very, very well. The knees always sort of sketch me out to head level at least, because I was in this exact gym one time training with my brother, and he held the Thai pad up for a head knee. And I guess his arm was just a little too relaxed or something, and it bounced up. The pad bounced up into his lip. He got cut, and we had to get him to the hospital for stitches. So everybody out there, as you start working head knees, remember, keep those pads far away from your face. Oh, he would have got me there. And we're coming down to the end of this pad work session, 3 threes. I think I started with 4 twos, did some bag work after, maybe another round or two with Shane after a little bit of a break. But I appreciate everybody tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed watching the pad work. Rest assured, it'll get sharper, faster, harder. Just everything is gonna get better. I'm only 9 days in now, lots of improvements to make. If you guys haven't yet, get subscribed please. Give the video a like, and I will see you guys back here very soon for another video.